Welcome everybody to another film recommendation. So we're taking a look at 1964's Lady in a Cage. So this is directed by Walter Grumman, who also did 633 Squadron. It's a psychological thriller clocking in at 94 minutes long. Stars Olivia de Havilland, who was also in the likes of The Adventures of Robin Hood, Hush Hush Sweet Charlotte, The Dark Mirror and The Swarm. And it also stars James Caan, who was in The Gambler, Alien Nation, Rollerball, The Godfather, Misery and Thief. In fact, this was his first starring role. And it's about a woman who's trapped in a home elevator and is terrorised by a group of vicious hoodlums. So, I didn't have the highest expectations for this, given it's really rather, thin premise. I was sceptical that it would be able to fill its 94-minute running time, but I sure was wrong, and then some. As Olivia de Havilland is amazing in the lead role. She's got lots of layers to her character, and you see the slow disintegration of her world and consequently her mental health. And James Caan is great while being suitably unlikable. The supporting cast is good, it is well paced, the cinematography is excellent, its themes are well realised, there's plenty of effective tension, the score is solid, I like its setting, especially when it's concentrated on in the house itself, and it is surprisingly violent, especially when it comes to its final act. So overall a really solid release from Imprint, which is number 99 in their collection. And two different artworks with the disc and the slipcover, which is nicely done. And you get the disc as well, which has the slipcover printed work on it as well. And you get a couple of extras on this as well, but it is a 1080p high definition presentation, not from a 2K restoration or anything like that, but it still looks pretty good. And you get audio commentary by film critics Kim Newman and Barry Forshaw, audio commentary by film critic Kat Allinger, a reprehensible film video essay by Chris O'Neill, and a theatrical trailer. So those two audio commentaries and video essay were all brand new for this film's release in 2021. It's not a new release by any means, but it is still a really cracking film, and I highly recommend finding it if you can. Obviously Imprint are selling it, but obviously they're an Australian seller, and therefore it's not the easiest of companies to buy from, especially if in the UK or the US. But still, fantastic release, looks great in its 1080p presentation, and fantastic film overall. Definitely surprised me by how great it is, and I bought it alongside the likes of Something to Live For and The Mountain. So of the three that I got out of that package, this is definitely my favourite. Definitely. So it's got just in terms of its themes and its general setting and the two leads. And James Caan comes across really unlikable. And it kind of reminded me of Martin Sheen in The Incident, which is also from around the same period as this, where he's a deeply unlikable character alongside another criminal that he's on, and he's terrorising a group of people in a subway car train. And it's kind of eerily reminiscent of that, and it's the start of the 60s, becoming more and more violent as well, because this is 1964, The Incident was 1968, and then just before after that the Wild Bunch came out. And obviously the 60s started out with Psycho, and quite frankly it just got more and more violent as the decade progressed. And this film was definitely way more violent than I was expecting it to be. So if you've seen it though, I'd like to hear your thoughts on it. But if you haven't, then I do highly recommend it, especially if you're into Olivia de Havilland or James Caan's filmography. But nonetheless, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.